Alright, so what I'm about to show you is a replay from this game I just literally played. And it was intense. This man was like champion rating or something. But we're pretty much playing almost the same deck with a few different cards. So, starting out this game, I take away the 5 and the 4. Keep the 7 because it can become a 3 that is really useful. Because as you can see right here, it's a 3 now. And with this 3 drop, I can make any of my followers become. I mean, they basically gain rush, and then with rush, on top of that, for the rest of the game, my leader allows me to. The first time I deal damage, I deal 1 damage to the enemy. So I summon this thing. Wasn't the best hand possible. I don't have my Deus Ex Machina, but I draw into this, which is perfect because I just had resonance, so I was able to trigger her ability, adding this artifact that just dropped from the lion guy there, and go for direct damage because I have nothing to fear with that Icarus. I'm like, there's no evolve, nothing to worry about. We're gonna go for direct damage. So he does a search, he multiplies it, and attacks into that, dies, and summons an artifact and kills my 2/2 with the artifact. So my turn, I draw, I play Substitution if I remember correctly, hitting the monster, because that was perfect, 2 directly, keeping the puppet in my hand. So he drops another Icarus, which I'm like, oh, that's nice, I wish I had some Icaruses in my damn hand. Evolves it, searches out one of those 3/1 rush artifacts. It holds onto it, attacks into my guy, I draw for the death, and my turn. I drew my Deus Ex. I was thrilled. I'm like, yes, this is what I needed. I was feeling pretty good. I was like, okay, this is gonna be decent. I can fix this hand. I get the 1 damage from the accelerate thing, kill his monster from the rush that I got, and summon the Happy Pig, thinking he might do some damage to me. I don't know what I was thinking. The Happy Pig wasn't the best play, but it's fine. So he summons this card that I never thought to use before, Malo Kokio, but I see the implications now, and I see why it's a great card. He took care of my pig. I gained nothing out of it, but it did distract him, I guess you could say. So this thing gets stronger, so I'm like, I don't want to have to deal with this. Let me summon Deus Ex. I don't have resonance up, so her ability won't trigger, but I'll evolve her so I can get the kill. But her ability is amazing. As long as resonance is active, I redraw an entire hand again. So right now resonance ain't active, and I don't draw a new hand, but that's fine. When the resonance is active, even if she leaves the field, I get her ability, so it's amazing. And on top of that, I think every time I play an artifact, I regain a point, which is amazing. So you want to drop her ASAP, if possible. So it dies off of this rush target right here, and he sticks up with these 2. And now I have resonance, so I'm like, cool, let's just stay in resonance. Summon this, which is perfect, because now I can get some ancient artifacts into my deck. This was where things got a little ugly. I summoned this thing, thinking, oh, I'll draw, add these to my hand, summon one of them, and keep going, but I couldn't summon any of them because I had no points left, so I guess I thought I had more points than I actually did. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I get a fresh hand. I'm like, yes, this is looking good. I'm up 7 points. I got control. I haven't seen his Deus Ex Machina. He would have dropped it right there, I would have assumed. I'm like, this game is mine. It's in the bag. I'm like, oh, and there it is. There's the Deus Ex. Shut me up right away, huh? So this game was getting hot. I'm like, you know what? I got the lead, though. And he doesn't have resonance up right now. I have resonance up, and I took full advantage of it first. You know, I'm just ahead of the game. I think going first paid off. So I draw another, boom, another Deus Ex. I don't need it. I biofabricate to fill up my deck with some more of these things, lower my cost down to 0 so I can get extra points off. Summon her, searching an artifact. Then I drop to 0, going back up to 8 play points for the turn. Oh, actually, not, is it not 8? No, it's 7. I can't even do math. So, bam, there you go. Drop the ancient artifact for rush, kill off the fervent. Yes, that guy, or whatever his name was, or her name. It's a fervent something, right? Fervent machine soldier. Search on my artifact, and I'm just spamming the board, and I'm trying to stay in resonance at all times. I fill up with some more artifacts, and I drop this 1. I'm still in resonance, and I'm gonna get a fresh hand now. This is perfect. And bam, 6 new cards. Beautiful. Put up board presence. He's got 3 cards, no resonance, so I'm like, this is good. And actually, no, I lied. He's in resonance. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I was like, okay, he's gonna get his hand back, do what he can do. Oh This is where I think I see it. I'm like, man, this thing's decent. Or is it not out? Huh? He's just going for the swing. He just wants to put up damage. He's just scared. Why do all that? That was a little extra. I don't know why he did that. He was scared. But, sure. I'll take that. That was a weird play. I don't remember that. But, I dropped my Acceleratium. Summon everything I can. Replenish some points off of dropping this artifact next. Oh, I dropped it. Oh, I copied the artifact. Even better. That's right. Pro plays. So I got an extra copy of it. Summon one. It's pretty much free. It pays for itself. And top of giving me an extra point. Replenish my deck so I make sure I stay at resonance. The attack does twice as much. Oh, and I couldn't drop another monster. That kind of sucked. The Hamlin wasn't even a pro. Whatever, man. Hamlin wasn't a pro play, but I'm full on board presence. He's got a brand new hand, so I figured we were just going to be exchanging blows. As you can see, I got 15 cards in my deck, and the opponent has... I don't even know. I can't see. He's getting in the way. He's doing his thing over there. I can't even attack. He's going in. He's just trying to destroy my board using the same cards that I would do to destroy his board, and then we just exchange boards back and forth for a minute. So I figured this. See, he's at 28, and I'm at 15. So I'm low on count of cards, and I'm gonna keep replenishing. But I mean, yeah, he's just playing really well. As you can see, he's searching out his stuff. He's doing everything he needs to do. Ends gets a fresh hand and has board presence. You see, like it went backwards. I mean, backwards. It went switched over from me having advantage to him having advantage. You might say. So I just start filling it up on my deck with some more of these artifacts, so they're amazing. 3/1s with Rush. This thing's amazing too because it puts more of them there. Evolve her, searching, hoping I search out one of those. I'm assuming, or anything amazing, but hopefully one of those. And I do, yay! All right, so I go ahead and biofabricate it. Bam, 3 more copies. Summon the 0, get the free 2 points. Up, attack, attack. And summon another, get the free 2 points. Attack, attack. Oh, I should summon this 2 guy now. If I didn't, then that's really bad on my part. I don't remember summoning him though. I summon him.
The march goes on.
I play that, and then I summon. Why didn't I summon him? Well, that was a gigantic misplay on my part. Man, would that have costed me everything? Wow, I didn't summon the guy. Why not? I had the points. I guess I was getting nervous. I was running low on time. So that was a big misplay on my part. I had another body on board. So he summons the Safira. That has Rush. Killed my guy. Puts up a board. Ends his turn, gets a fresh hand. Alright, my turn. I have exactly 16 cards in my deck. This guy got 16 cards. So we're even on cards now, so. And I'm steady filling up my deck. And look, he's at 5 life. I'm doing 1 off of the Accelerate from Silva constantly. So I'm like, this is looking pretty good. Yeah, I put up some wards now. I'm like, I got wards on deck. I think for a second I summon another ward. Resonance is up, so I can't play that meta production, so I just end to get a fresh hand. And look at all these 3/1 artifacts. Artifacts for days in my hand. Everything can just drop for free. Summons another one of these things. Substitutes one of my wards, which kind of sucked. Went into the attack from there. Summons the puppet, I'm assuming. That's what I would have done. Oh, Mystic Ring something. The puppet's coming out. It's got to. 6/6. There's the puppet. Puppet's gonna swing into my ward, and he's gonna do ancient artifact, swing into my guy. 2 directly to my face at some point, and just spams the board with resonance up. And ooh, and a ward. Look at that. And ends his turn, gets a fresh hand. Alright, so at this point, let's pause. Actually, let's not pause. Let's play for a second. Let me draw. Alright, now let's pause. So I'm at 13, he's at 10 cards. I'm thinking the concept here is going to be decking out, and I want him to deck out before I deck out. I drop this artifact, I'm going to go straight for the ward guy because I know I have to get rid of him. So I just summon all these things. Bam, get rid of that. Summon another artifact. I go for the kill on the Molokokyo by attacking 2 times. I'm like, bam. There's this threat there. Summon this thing. search an artifact, drop this guy, and I have to drop 2 copies of this artifact because it lets me draw. So I drop 1, I draw into a thing, rush guy, summon him, and drop 1 more. I would drop 2 more, but I won't have the points, so that worked out fine anyways. What do I draw? I draw a... Oh, that dead thing. I wish I would have had that earlier, but it's whatever. Couldn't even drop it if I wanted to. So I got 2 more wards on board. I didn't get rid of his 3-1, so he could just crash that easily into my ward. Hamlin something up. Biofabricating, filling up his deck. Ancient artifacts me. Bam. There goes my defenses, literally. My defenses. Summons this, searches another artifact. He's standing on his deck. I'm like, okay, it's fine, dude. Keep going into your deck, man. Go deep into your deck. No, he's just crashing. We're just crashing artifacts left and right. One long grind game. And I'm not sure what he's Mystic Reading. I've never thought to use Mystic Ring. I don't know why he does, but I mean, there's something I'm not seeing. But he did that Mystic Ring thing twice. So he puts up a nice little board here. You know, I'm winning on damage. He gets a fresh hand. Or I'm about to draw. Let's see what life is. Let's see on my turn again. Bam, one more time. I'm at 2 cards in deck. He's at... So you would think... I don't want Resonance to trigger this time. He's also at 2 cards. I don't know if you noticed that. 2. So... This man is also at Resonance. I mean, I'm in Resonance. I don't want Resonance to trigger yet. Unless I can fill up this deck with more artifacts. So I put 2 more in there, as you see. So now I'm at 4 in my deck. I get to kill on the ward guy just to, you know, have less things to think. I like to get these ward kills early, because when there's too much on board, I just get overwhelmed and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And considering you're on a time, you know, for your turn, you have a time. What the heck is the word I'm looking for? Time restraint, something like that. Yeah. I decide that that's not gonna be the case. I'm gonna just, you know, take things one step at a time. He's at 1 life. Okay, so now he's at 1, and I drew this nutty hand, okay? This hand is amazing. I win next turn. I had filled up my deck enough to use Resonance, so it's fine. I actually let Resonance trigger. I'm at 2. This man is at 1 card in his deck, right? Literally 1 card. So I had these guys here. These guys have Storm, so they can just go straight for the kill. I got 3 of these in my hand and 3 3/1s. My hand was lit. I was like, this is amazing. I got 16 life. There's no way he can deal 16 in 1 turn. I'm going to clear his board next turn, and then I will still have 2 cards in deck. I will not trigger Resonance and win, right? And be perfect. This is the way I wanted it to be. So I think, oh snap. I think I won at this point. It's over, right? So I play this out. He drops Safira, and I'm like, oh, how many artifacts did he die? Maybe like 10? Maybe it's a 14 at worst. I'm like, what is it? I'm scared. It's exactly a 16 damage monster. Follower, ally, whatever the heck for this man. 16. This thing has Storm. It gets the effect, evolve this follower, and its attack is X until the end of the turn. X equaling the number of artifacts destroyed during the match. Exactly 16 artifacts were destroyed during the match. Actually, had I had even 18 life, I still would have lost in retrospect. But the fact that it was exactly what he needed, that Hamlin had no importance. All he needed was a Safira. She came in so clutch. So I was low-key a little salty, but it was still a great game. And he just proceeds to attack me directly for 16. And the power of mortality. It was a great game. When you think you just have it and you just, you know, you feel like this is how it's gonna be, you know, you really enjoy it. I had a great time and I really enjoyed that game.